I'm Ken Haas. Welcome to this week's edition of Kenny's Two Pennies. Boy, what an ass whooping the Bills put on the Chiefs in their home stadium. 54-31. What do you know, Buffalo fans? 4 straight weeks of falling short. This 5-1 start was a real teaser to us, and then all of a sudden we come crashing with a thud. It's looking low, we're spinning our wheels again and again for the 10th straight year. But something funny happened on the way to Kansas City. Instead of invading the stockyards, we decided to invade the Chiefs. And what happens? The second highest point total in Buffalo Bills history. Behind the 58 points, I think it was, we put up on the expansion Miami Dolphins back in the late 60s. One of the few times before that awful slide in the 70s we could celebrate. And let's look at some of the great details, shall we? 3 rushing touchdowns. One nice one by Marshawn Lynch on a 4th and goal, where we decided, hey, we're not going to settle for another Ryan Lindell field goal. We're going to make a statement. Boy, what a statement it was. Mr. Lynch, nice pound and run up the middle. And who knew, after getting knocked woozy a few weeks ago, instead of going humana, 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 Mr. Edwards, he looked like a running back, especially on that touchdown at the end of the first half. And also a nice touchdown in the second half. 2 rushing touchdowns. First time since Jack Kemp did it 42 years ago. And I should say former Congressman Jack Kemp. And also, Mr. Edwards, nice way to break out of the funk with your passing. Instead of looking hesitant, you passed for nearly 300 yards. You finally showed a little gusto, even if you were off on a couple of throws. And also, who knew Buffalo had a little bit of a pass rush? 3 sacks. It's a miracle. Even without Aaron Schobel, we were able to get some pressure on Mr. Thigpen, or the Higpen, or whatever you call the pen. Boy, I got a pen right here. We were able to get some pressure on him 3 times. We said, sit down, son. And also, what a breakout game for our #1 pick, Leotis McKelvin, starting in place of Dante Whitner, who had a shoulder problem again. And what happens? You decide to do something else we haven't been able to do much of all year. Intercept the ball. One time, you return it for a touchdown. The other time, you intercept it in place. No return, but hey, a pick is a pick. And also, Mr. McKelvin, nice run there on the kickoff return. It shows you pretty much supplanted Terrence McGee. And I think Mr. McGee's going, damn it, I lost my job on that. Hey, I could still cover, but I'm not committing penalties. 54 points. And also, 2 nice touchdown throws by Mr. Edwards. One to his favorite receiver, who he sorely missed for the past 3 weeks, Josh Reed. And also one to Mr. Schumann. And what happens? Buffalo finally discovered they had tight ends to throw to. Robert Royal, 5 catches. Mr. Schumann, 3 catches. Mr. Fine, 1 catch. Finally, the tight ends are showing a little life in the Buffalo offense after being MIA for so long. And I don't think there's any missing in action supposedly in the United States. We may still have them over in Vietnam and Korea, but there's no MIAs over here. And Mr. Lindell, 4 field goals. And also 6 extra points. 18 points. Nice little game, Mr. Lindell. It won't erase the memories of Wide Right, the sequel. But nice way to come back. But still, the defense was a little suspect, giving up 31 points. And even the Chiefs outgained us. They put up 462 yards, even if quite a bit of the yardage wasn't garbage time and the Quinn Gray. But what do you know? A win is a win against what is really a terrible team. The only bad spots I could say, the play of the defense, as I mentioned before, and also letting Tony Speedy Gonzalez run wild through us, catching 10 passes, and also letting Larry Johnson run wild on a couple of runs. We gotta get some more containment on those outside runs, Bills defense. But hey, a win's a win. And we got San Francisco looking for a little gold coming into Ralph Wilson Stadium next week. Let's go 7-5 and let's keep this ball rolling, Buffalo. Maybe we can get some momentum back and make our way towards the playoffs. All of the way New England played yesterday, I shudder to think. And the way the Jets finally handed Tennessee's asses to them yesterday, I shudder to think. But I'm wondering, can we keep this going? Can we finally make the playoffs? We dug ourselves a deep hole. Now we gotta climb our way out of it. But this big win yesterday is a way to start. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's hope you make me want to shout. I'm Ken Haas. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.